Hi, I'm Jenny Daniel, oncology nurse and owner of My Nurse at Home, here today to discuss the Brca gene. So just my little disclaimer before I get started, I provide support and education for clients. I am never taking place of medical doctors, and this is for information only. So today, Brca, BRCA, is the breast cancer gene. It is a gene that all people have, yet for some of us, it just simply doesn't function correctly. So when this happens, you will hear it referred to as a gene mutation. So when we talk about gene mutations and cancer, there are a lot of different gene mutations that are looked at and looked for. So today we are specifically talking about the breast cancer gene BRCA, BRCA. So approximately 1 out of 400 people will carry a mutation of the BRCA1 or the BRCA2 gene. This means that the DNA that makes up that specific gene is somehow damaged and not effective at preventing breast cancer. How do we know this? Because your doctor may send you for testing. So genetic testing is simply a blood test, or even sometimes they do it with just saliva and they analyze that. Okay. And there's many different reasons why your doctor may send you to have this analyzed. So discuss it with your doctor to see if you're a candidate, but also discuss what you would do with that information if you had that, right? So I've done other videos on what you would do with that information. So if you need some help with that, then you can check out that other video. You may be wondering, should I get tested, or who exactly would consider getting tested? You may be at an increased risk of inheriting the gene mutation, or for testing if. So the if is if you've had a personal history of breast cancer or ovarian cancer, okay, or if you've had 2 primary breast cancers as well as relatives with breast cancer, or if you've had a triple negative breast cancer before age 60, if you've had ovarian cancer or 2 or more types of cancer, if you are male and have had breast cancer, if you had breast cancer and are of Ashkenazi Jewish ancestry, which means you are Eastern European, if you've had relatives with known BRCA1 or BRCA2 mutations, if you have a history of breast cancer in 2 or more blood relatives at a young age. Okay, so like if your parents or siblings or children have had cancer, and again, at a young age, so generally under like 40, even 35, that's considered a young age. Personal history of pancreatic or prostate cancer, if that's you, then again, if you've had a personal history of those relatives with that cancer with the associated BRCA mutation. I'm sure that I have not covered everyone. So again, work with your medical providers to see if they feel that you specifically should be referred to a genetic counselor to discuss your personal and family situation and see if genetic testing is right for you. People who do carry this gene mutation may develop breast cancer at a younger age. They're also able to pass the gene down to their children. Now, since approximately 1 in 8 women, or 12% of the general population, will be diagnosed with breast cancer over their lifetime, as we look at an estimated 55 to 65% of women with the BRCA1 mutation, they will develop breast cancer before they are 70 years old. Nearly 45% of women with the BRCA2 mutation will develop breast cancer by that same age, okay? So the BRCA1 or 2 mutations also greatly increase the risk of other cancers. So like male breast cancer, prostate cancer, ovarian cancer, pancreatic cancer, as well as melanoma. All of those risks are higher than compared to the general population if you have that mutation. So it's just also important to note that with treatment, BRCA1 or 2 gene mutation, those patients are at a higher than average risk of developing a recurrence, which means a second cancer, and sometimes even more. So sometimes we see even third and fourth cancers develop in those patients. So again, being aware of what your genetic status is super important. Many of the cancers that we see in patients with BRCA mutations are also triple negative cancers, which can be harder to treat and more aggressive types of cancer. So I know that that sounds really scary, but it's also important to note that more than 90% of patients do not have the BRCA mutations. So a little bit of positive there. So also, if breast cancer is detected early, most cases would be treated successfully, even for patients with the BRCA1 or 2 mutation, okay? So reach out to me on social media, my website, give me a call, send me a text at 714-696-8773, right here in South Carolina, just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm here to support you on your journey and during survivorship. So whether you're looking for an ally to periodically answer your questions, a companion to give regular advice, or a partner to be with you every step of the way, I have options to help based on your needs. So let me know what kind of help you're looking for, and thanks so much for watching.